Hi, everybody. I'm here today to talk to you about banshees. According to Irish legends, a banshee is a disembodied spirit whose scream is believed to be an omen of death. So, Banshees don't cause people to die and they don't kill people, but when their scream is heard, it means that somebody is going to die, usually within a couple of days. Um, there's a lot of different descriptions of banshees. So, in some cases, she looks like a beautiful woman and she's wearing a shroud and she usually sings like a really sad song. Um, and then in other situations, the screaming banshees are pale. Um, Sometimes they're wearing a light dress with long red hair. Sometimes they are headless, carrying a bowl of blood. Now, I'm not really sure how a headless spirit could scream, but that is one of the descriptions. So there it is. Sometimes she's an old woman with red eyes and long white hair. And other times she's an old woman with like a black veil and a black dress, and she's got gray hair. So there's a couple of different descriptions of her. The history of banshees is actually kind of cool. So it dates all the way back to about the 8th century, which is crazy. But at that time, some women would sing these really sad songs when someone died, and these women were known as keeners, and they would take payment in alcohol. And since they did this, they were considered sinners, and it was believed that their punishment was to be like doomed to become a banshee when they died. So that's crazy, but also like kind of some of the history of where some people think banshees come from. Um, so yeah, I don't know, but some people believe that when you see a banshee, if you see them, they will turn into a mist, and it makes the sound of like bird wings flapping. So that's kind of neat. Um, Another like cool fun fact about banshees is that they're not all bad. So in some situations, some people believe that banshees are like connected to specific families. So every family has their own banshee. And in some of these situations, the banshee um, loves their family and loved their family so much. So when somebody is going to die, they're seen as a beautiful woman and they're singing the sad song, and they're worried about their loved one. So this is an instance of a good banshee. Um, the bad banshees are believed to have hated their family. These are the ones that appear really like in a scary way, and they're the ones that scream. And it's believed that the scream is actually a celebration of the impending death of one of their family members. So that's a little crazy and not super nice. um, so there's also some other legends, like aside from just these like basic things. So in one of the legends, the banshee is believed to be a young woman who died a very violent death, and she's believed to now like come back and warn other people that a violent death is impending. When people see her, they will see an old woman with rotten teeth. She has long nails. She wears rags. She has blood red eyes. And it is believed that if you look her in the eyes, you will die immediately. So she's quite terrifying. Um, that's like a pretty horrible fate for somebody to die violently and then come back in that way. Um, they also believe that some banshees are just evil and that they actually seek out victims, and they will scream at these people until they either take their own life or go completely insane, which is really sad. But this is one of the beliefs about some banshees, one of the legends. So, nobody really knows where banshees get their information on when somebody is going to die, but it used to be believed that every family had kind of a spiritual observer, and this observer reported back to the banshee, and that's how she got her information about when somebody was going to die. So this isn't a belief that's like still held for the most part today, but this was something that was believed a long time ago. As well, a long time ago, most Irish people believed in banshees, and if you didn't believe, it was considered like kind of a big deal, and like bad omen in and of itself. So now a lot of people just view this as a myth. It's just a story to scare people, but the people that believe, they're obviously afraid and don't want to encounter a banshee. I mean, like, even if you don't believe, I'm sure on the off chance that they're a thing, you don't want to come across one. So yeah, that's kind of it for banshees. But the story of the banshee was one of the first ghost stories that I ever heard, and so I find it really interesting. It's I don't know, there's a lot of cool stuff with it. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, and otherwise I'll be back on another day with another video about something totally different. Okay, thanks guys, bye.